Hello YouTube, it's your boy Booster Rooster. Wanted to update you a little bit on my TNT training. I am probably about 9 days in now, 9 days or so, nearing the 10,000 mile mark. It's been pretty cool. Got a great TNT driver, trainer. I'm his first student. He's really sharp. He's a great driver. He's an owner operator. Shared a lot of information with me already. Still a lot I need to learn. We've been from, I think our first trip we went to California. Then we went from California to Michigan, then from Michigan back to California, and now we left California and are heading back to Florida. So this is my downtime, my rest time before I drive again later on this evening. Normally drive about 500 or so miles a day. Still a lot to learn after you get your CDL. So this TNT is really important about sending information in to Prime, to dealing with the shippers, to backing and which truck stops to use and so on. So it's a lot of information to be learned still yet. So kind of what I wanted to focus in on a little bit on this video is whether or not I'm going to go with a lease right away, or if I'm going to go with be a company driver first or not. I've had a whole lot of dialogue with a lot of different people about it, and right now I'm probably leaning more toward the first few months, 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months being a company driver, then going over to a lease. And the reason I'm leaning more that way right now is because just seeing a lot of things that I want to learn, want to know, and have a full grasp of before I have to worry about meeting a weekly payment. Not that I don't feel like the money can be made, because I'm certainly seeing in riding with the TNT driver that is a lease operator, I'm seeing that you can certainly make your note if you're willing to work for it. But and let me just preface this by saying a little bit about my background. I am educated. I went to the University of Texas. I run a number of businesses of my own successfully. I run a couple of nonprofits for other people that were successful. I still have businesses of my own that I do outside of trucking. So I'm not a newbie to business and profits and losses and keeping costs down and those kinds of things, but I am a newbie to trucking. So I want to be able to understand the business of trucking better before I take on that large of an obligation. Like I mentioned in the first video, my wife is going to come out and drive with me, and what my plan is right now, as of today, March the 17th. Don't have my glasses on, so I think that's what March says, the 17th. Is to wait until she's ready to come out and drive with me before I take on a lease. Now, there's upside and downside to that. The main thing for me is I want to be able to understand all of the procedures that Prime has in place. I want to be able to understand which routes are better to take. I want to be able to have all of my equipment and stuff in place and have a routine down basically before I jump into a lease. And certainly I want to have all that stuff taken care of before my wife comes over to join me, and we start working as a team. So if I don't have that procedure in place, it's that's something I'm still learning. There's still growth that I need to do in terms of setting up my business, and now I'm bringing her in. It just to me seems like a better business decision to work out all the kinks in the system, and then we're better ready to take it on, as a couple. So, that's kind of where I'm leaning right now. There's still some time left in my TNT, so, that may change. I know a number of guys that I worked with during my time in orientation who feel differently. I've talked to owners who feel differently, but the majority of people that I've spoken with seem to feel like you need to learn the business of trucking first before you take on the pressure of a lease. And I have mixed emotions about it because, like I said, I'm pretty versed in business and I understand business, so I don't know if just learning the business is required. I mean, I can learn the business as I go along, but I think for me and my family, that might be the better route in terms of just wanting to have everything, all of my T's crossed and I's dotted before I take on that responsibility. As far as my TNT training goes, we seem to be getting some, we seem to have a really good dispatcher. He's really good about getting us wherever we want to go. I got to see some really cool stuff. We just picked up a load in a part of Arizona that I know that probably I could have taken a rock and thrown it into Mexico from there, just out in the middle of nowhere. Beautiful, little small facility. Sorry about that. I got a notification right in the middle of my speech here. But no, it's a beautiful little facility, brand new. Looked like it was owned by some relatively young guys. But it was, literally just a stone's throw from Mexico. It's a produce shipper. But we got to go in there, and that was pretty cool. Got to see part of Los Angeles a few days ago that I hadn't seen before. Been to Los Angeles a few times. Been to Des Moines twice. Been to, I was in Detroit. Got to see where the Yoplait yogurt comes from, which is in the middle of nowhere. So get to see some really out-of-the-way places that you might not see otherwise. So that's been really, really cool. I had some experiences with the truck stops, and I was really surprised at how clean and up-to-date most of the showers are in the facilities that they recommend that you use. Most of them are very clean, nice. Hadn't had to wait any enormous time to take a shower, whether it be the day or the night. Get in, get out, get that done. My TNT guy is super clean, super neat guy. So the truck's always clean. We, kind of manage that together. Pretty much any time that I want to take a shower, he wants to take one, and that's pretty much every day. So we're rolling on pretty smoothly. Still got some growing to do in terms of my driving, in terms of shifting and that kind of stuff, but it seems to be coming along pretty good. I figure in 3 or 4 more weeks, 5 more weeks, I should have that all ironed out. Just working on, backing, parking, maneuvering. That'd probably be the last thing that I, have out smoothly. Again, if you have any questions, you're welcome to post comments. I'll respond to them as quickly as I get them. I think that's, when I sum this up, most of my, like I said, lastly, what I'll say is most of the other guys that were with me during my training phase before I got my CDL, they're all about the same place. They're about halfway or midway through their TNT mile, so we all seem to be moving along about the same pace. And maybe some of them a little bit ahead of me, some of them a little behind me, but we're all going along pretty good. So in a few more days, I'll drop another video. Maybe give you some sights of what I'm seeing and what the beautiful sights of a road or American trucker look like. Thanks.